Have you ever watched a tough old cowboy on screen and felt like he would never slow down? Right now, many fans are sitting with heavy hearts because Clint Eastwood has stepped away from the movies for good. His son shared the news quietly, and it hit people harder than anyone expected. Stay with me until the very end of this video because I am going to share the moments and stories that are making longtime fans wipe their eyes, plus the real reason this feels so final. Clint Eastwood spent a lifetime on screen as the man who said little and did a lot, from the dusty western towns to the city streets where he played the hard-nosed detective. He became the face of quiet strength. People grew up watching him. Fathers showed his movies to their sons, mothers laughed and cried at the later films where he directed stories about real people facing hard choices. Now, at 96 years old, he has closed that chapter. His last time in front of the camera was a few years back in a gentle story about a man and a horse. His last time behind the camera was a courtroom drama that many call one of his finest late works. After that, silence. No big announcement, no farewell tour. Just his son saying the words that settled it. He is retired. That simple confirmation is what is bringing fans to tears. It is not because he is sick or gone. Reports show he is still in good health and living quietly. The tears come from the end of something that felt endless. For decades, he kept working while others rested. He directed movies well into his 90s. He acted when most people his age had long stopped. Fans started to believe he would keep going forever. When the news came that the work is finished, it felt like losing a steady friend who had always been there. Think about the characters he gave us. The man with no name who walked into town and cleaned up the mess. The detective who made his own rules when the system failed. The boxing trainer who found purpose late in life. The old man who still had one more job to do. Each of those roles carried a piece of the same spirit: hard work, quiet courage, facing the world without complaint. Fans saw themselves or the people they admired in those stories. Now those stories have a last page. The timing makes it even more emotional. He turned 96 not long ago. Around the same time the confirmation of retirement spread, people began sharing old clips, favorite scenes, lines they still quote. Comments poured in from viewers who said they cried watching him ride off into the distance one last time in their minds. Some talked about watching his movies with parents who are no longer here. Others said his later films helped them through tough seasons in their own lives. The man who rarely showed soft emotion on screen somehow made millions of people feel deeply. His career was never about flash. He did the work, told the story, and moved on. That same style marked the end. No long speeches, no big parties, just a quiet step back. Yet that quiet step feels loud to the people who grew up with him. It marks the closing of a long chapter in American movies. The kind of movies that did not need endless talk or special effects to hold attention. Just a strong face, a clear purpose, and the sense that right and wrong still mattered. Fans are also thinking about the personal side. He has lived a full life with family, work, and private moments away from the cameras. The recent years brought losses that any person would feel. Still, he kept working until he decided the time was right. That choice itself feels like one of his characters. He decided, he acted, he did not wait for others to tell him when to stop. What makes the tears flow is the mix of gratitude and sadness. Gratitude for every film, every role, every quiet lesson. Sadness that there will be no new one, no more chance to see him step into a new story. The body of work is complete. It stands strong on its own. Yet the human heart wants more from the people who mattered to us. Many are going back to rewatch the classics. Some start with the westerns, others jump to the stories he directed later in life. Each viewing now carries extra weight. The endings feel different. The final frames linger longer. People notice details they missed before. They hear the silence in his performances and realize how much power lived in the quiet. This moment also makes people look at their own lives. How long do we keep going? When is it time to step back? Clint showed that a person can stay useful and sharp for a very long time. He also showed that there comes a day when rest is the right choice. Both lessons sit heavy with fans right now. The outpouring of feeling is genuine. It is not manufactured drama. It is the natural response when a familiar presence steps off the stage after a lifetime of work. People are writing messages of thanks. They are sharing memories of first watching him as children. They are telling younger family members why these films still matter. In living rooms and comment sections, the same thought keeps appearing. We are lucky we got to watch him for so long. As the days pass, the news settles, but the emotion remains. Fans will keep returning to the movies. They will keep quoting the lines. They will keep feeling that quiet strength he brought to every role. The work is finished, yet the impact continues. That is the real story behind the tears. Not an ending filled with fear, but an ending filled with deep respect and a touch of loss for something that cannot be replaced. If this story touched you the way it has touched so many others, let me know in the comments which Clint Eastwood film means the most to you. Hit the like button if you felt even a little of that same emotion, and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the next story about the people and moments that stay with us. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Your time means a lot.